Global stocks tumbled in February as Russia launches an all-out attack and invasion of Ukraine. Volatility levels continue to remain elevated in February, and investors continue to take flight from risk assets. Find out how put warrants work and how you can use them to hedge against the continued volatility in March. Hi, I'm Jamie from Macquarie Warrants, and I'm here to share with you some highlights of the market action last month and how you could have used warrants to capture some of these moves. February was a tumultuous month due to concerns on rising inflation as well as geopolitical tensions that erupted into war. When Russia invaded Ukraine on 24th of February, the West nations announced sanctions on Russia, which will invariably impact global economies and trade. In the month of February, the S&P 500 Futures Index tumbled 3.6%, taking the index's year-to-date losses to 8.6%, on track for the index's worst annual start since 2009. In the month of February, Macquarie's S&P 500 put warrant WNKW rose 29.3%. In our previous video commentary released at the start of February, we highlighted how investors could use put warrants to hedge against any downward moves in the market on the back of then escalating geopolitical tensions, especially towards the end of January. Indeed, investors who had bought put warrants at the start of February would have benefited from the tumbling markets. Here are the top gaining put warrants in the month of February. As you can see, with the Hang Seng and Hang Seng Tech indices falling 7.6% and 8.4% respectively, the Hang Seng put warrant NWNW and Hang Seng Tech put warrant GYOW made gains of 81% and 49%. Chinese stocks listed in Hong Kong, which had tumbled between 12 to 24%, saw their put warrants listed in Singapore surge as much as 113%. One would notice that the warrants moved between 4 to 11 times more than the underlying. This is due to the gearing effect of warrants. How much gearing each warrant provides depends on its effective gearing level and can be found at our website, warrants.com.sg. Investors should, however, note that gearing works both ways. For example, investors who had purchased call warrants in the month of February would have seen magnified losses of up to 90% as well. Looking into March, investors will be watching closely on the development of Russia and the Ukraine war, its impact on global economies, as well as the reaction of governments and central banks globally. Investors worried about further downside in markets, especially in the short term, can consider seeking protection via put warrants. Unlike call warrants, whose prices tend to move in the same direction as the underlying, put warrants tend to move in the opposite direction to the underlying, increasing in value as the underlying falls and decreasing in value when the underlying rises. Visit us at warrants.com.sg today to find the list of put warrants available to you. For further details on trading warrants and to find out if you're qualified to trade warrants, click on the link in the description or feel free to contact us at our warrant hotline. Lastly, don't miss out on the next video and exciting warrant news by scanning the QR codes and subscribing to our channels on YouTube, Telegram, and Facebook.